My mental illness started in my teens, early teens. I knew I was different. I didn't know how I was different, but I knew I was different. I was high-strung, temperamental, and I discovered I was different in other ways. And when I discovered what that was, it was because I was gay. In my late teens, I began to cut and burn myself in an attempt to deal with the stress and anxiety I was going through. And I was in crisis, and I called the first responders. And I had cut myself, and I was bleeding, and they come, and they were distant, would be the kindest words to use. They were very distant. I can understand their trepidation. I can understand them not wanting to be exposed to any kind of pathogens or anything. I can understand that. But when they find out you're gay, it's automatic. You're automatically diseased. They don't see your mental illness. They don't see that you're in crises. They don't see that you're in trouble and need help. They just see that. They don't want to help that person anymore because they have an aversion to you as a gay person, not as a mentally ill person. And I know that people can't overcome their prejudices sometimes. But if you're a first responder, you're there to help people, not to judge people. These days, I cope with my anxiety by painting. I get my frustrations out through painting. I'm no Picasso, I'm no Michelangelo, but it gets rid of my stress and my anxiety. I lose myself in that. And the worries of the day and the stress of the day just melt away. They just totally go away. And then when somebody enjoys them, that makes me feel good. Let me tell you about this one, this 5-piece one here. I call it mental illness 2. Each one of those colors represents a person with a mental illness. We may have the same diagnosis, which would be the same color, but we don't all have the same symptoms. So that's the reason we're a different shape. So each color is a mental illness, each shape's a different person. And they're all different, even though we might have the same mental illness, we're all still different. And the black and white orbs are all the condemnation we get, the condescension we get, the pity, the loathing for being mentally ill. And that's what gets thrown at us, and that's what the little black and white orbs are. I've reached a point in my life that I'm happy with who I am. And it took so many years. It took so many years, and I know a lot of my peers aren't happy with who they are. And they're still struggling. And I don't want them to have to go through this. I know what I went through. And if there's anything I can ever do to help them, to keep them from having to go through it, I will do it.